Good morning, students. This is your mathematics class of grade 8, and today we will begin chapter 8, comparing quantities, and this is your lecture 1. Children, you must have studied about percentage and its applications in simple problems in your previous class. Now, in this chapter, we shall learn advanced problems involving applications on percentage, profit and loss, interest. Also you must have studied in your previous class. We will have a look now on the new concept, that is compound interest. So in this chapter comparing quantities, we shall learn slightly advanced problems involving applications on percentage, profit and loss and compound interest, and we must be having subtopics also, like we will study about overhead expenses, discount, marked price and many more. Now, today's topics are: we will study about percentage, how to convert a percentage into a fraction, how to convert a fraction into a ratio, how to convert a percentage into a decimal, and how to express one quantity as percentage of other quantity. And we will also study how to find the percentage increase or decrease. So let us revise. Basically, what do you mean by a percentage? Percentage is basically a special fraction. Special fraction in which the denominator is always 100. So before studying percentage in detail, we should revise fraction and ratio. This we will be discussing in the next slide. You will be dealing with all these terms in this chapter. Let us revise first about fraction. A fraction represents a part of a whole which consists of numerators and denominators, and it is the division of two same quantities, for example 3 by 5. So what do you mean by a fraction? Fraction basically represents a part of a whole and consisting of numerators and denominators, and it is the division of two same quantities, for example 3 by 5. So I hope you have understood now. It is a part of a whole consisting of numerators and denominators, and it is the division of two same quantities. So 3 by 5, numerator is 3, denominator is 5, and out of 5 parts, 3 parts are to be considered. So 5 is a whole, and how many parts are to be considered? 3, and it is the division of two same quantities. Coming to ratio. Ratio is the relation between two quantities showing the number of times one value contains or is contained within the other. Basically, ratio is the relation between two different quantities. In usage, fraction and ratio, they are used in a similar manner, but if we understand them deeply, ratio is basically a relation between two different quantities showing the number of times one value contains or is contained within the other. For example, if there are 4 girls and 7 boys in a class, then the ratio of number of girls to number of boys is 4 by 7. 4 is to 7. This is the ratio 4 ratio 7. So here 4 represents the number of girls and 7 represents the number of boys. So it will be 4 ratio 7. So what do you mean by a ratio? Ratio is a relation between two quantities showing the number of times one value contains or is contained within the other. If there are 4 girls and 7 boys in a class, then the ratio of number of girls and number of boys is 4 ratio 7. 4 ratio 7, this is the relation between two different quantities. 4 are the number of girls and 7 are the number of boys, so it will be 4 ratio 7. In usage, we just use them in a similar way, fraction and ratio. So I hope you must have understood the difference between these two. Now coming to the main topic, that is percentage. What do you mean by a percentage? It is basically a special fraction in which denominator is always 100. So what do you mean by a percentage? It is basically a special fraction in which denominator is always 100. For example, if I need to find the percentage of a number, what does I mean? What do I mean? Then it means I need to find the fraction of a number. So if I need to find the percentage of a number, it means I need to find the fraction of that particular number. So percentage is a special fraction in which denominator is always 100. Now the word percent means per 100 or out of 100. Percentage means, the word percent means per 100 or out of 100. We will study in deep detail with the help of few examples. So what do you mean by a percentage? Percentage is a special fraction in which denominator is always 100. If I say I need to find the percentage of a number, then I mean to say that I need to find the fraction of a number. So percentage is basically a special fraction in which denominator is always 100. The word percent means per 100 or out of 100. Word percent means per 100 or out of 100. Then percent is denoted by the symbol. This is the symbol of percentage. You all must be knowing. So percent is denoted by this symbol and read as percent. This is the symbol of percentage and it is read as percent. You basically deal with percentage in your daily life also. And for example, recently you have cleared your previous class and you must be having your percentage. So that is a special fraction in which denominator is always 100. And let us see few more points about percentage. Percentage is the numerator of a fraction with denominator 100. I think it is clear to you. Percentage is basically the numerator of a fraction in which the denominator is always 100. Here in this case we have talked in terms of numerator and denominator, and denominator is always 100. Now for example, Utkarsh got 95 marks out of 100 marks. If a boy named Utkarsh got 95 marks out of 100 marks, it means he got 95% marks, because percentage, as we have discussed, percentage is a special fraction in which denominator is always 100, or word percent means per 100 or out of 100. So out of 100, how many marks he got? 95. So we can say that he got 95% marks. Then what percentage of the given circle is shaded? You must let us see this example. Now there are 8 parts of this circle, and how many parts are shaded? We need to find them in percentage. We need to tell the answer in percentage. Let us see how we will do. The given circle consists of 8 regions, out of which 6 regions are shaded. You have seen in the figure 6 regions were shaded and total 8 regions were there. So percentage of shaded regions, first of all we will be finding writing in fraction, that will be 6 over 8. Converting it into standard form, that will be 3 over 4 into 100%, that means 75% area or the region of the circle is shaded. 6 parts were shaded, total parts are 8. So we have represented first of all in the fraction 6 over 8 is equal to 3 over 4. We have converted into simple standard form. This is the standard form 3 over 4, and then multiplied it by 100%. The total will be 75%. This is the total. So percentage of shaded regions will be 75%. So percentages can be interpreted into useful data. How can we interpret the percentage into useful data? Let us see. These are the examples of our daily life. For example, 40% of Raghav's clothes are not washed. If a person is saying that 40% of Raghav's clothes are not washed. What does it mean? Raghav's 40 clothes out of 100 clothes are not washed. As we have discussed, as we know that word percent means per 100 or out of 100. So Raghav's 40 clothes out of 100 clothes are not washed. This is the meaning of this statement. 40% of Raghav's clothes are not washed. So Raghav's 40 clothes out of 100 clothes are not washed. So coming to next point. Next point is to compare two quantities, the units must be same. If we need to compare any two given quantities, we need to make their units same. For example, ratio of 3 kilometer to 30 meter. Here we need to find the ratio of 3 kilometers to 30 meters. Here this is given to you in kilometers and this is given to you in meters. As I told you, if we need to compare two quantities, their units must be same. So we need to make their units same. So what we have done, we need to take the ratio. So it will be 3 kilometer ratio 30 meter. What I have done here, I have converted 3 kilometer into meters, or you can do either way, that is you can convert meter into kilometer, but I have converted kilometers into meters. So it will be 3000 meters ratio 30 meter. So after cancelling out, you will be getting 100 ratio 1. So this is the answer, or this is how we need to compare two quantities. Now, how to convert a percentage into a fraction? If a number is given to you in a percentage, then how to convert it into a fraction? For example, 20% is given to you. You are supposed to convert it into fraction. Then 20%, as we know that word percent means out of 100 or per 100, or percentage is the numerator of a fraction with denominator 100. So we have written 20 over 100 and then it will be 1 over 5 after cancelling out. So let us see how so converting a percentage into a fraction is easy. First of all, you need to convert, or using the percent sign, write the 100 as denominator. It will be 20 over 100, that will be equal to 1 over 5. This is the fraction. Now how to convert a fraction into a percentage? If a fraction is given to you, that is 3 over 25, then you need to convert it into a percentage. So how will you proceed? 3 over 25 is to be multiplied by 100%, percent sign will be there, so it will be 12%. This is the answer, simple as this. So converting a fraction into a percentage, 3 over 25 will be multiplied by 100% and you will be getting 12% as the answer. Required answer, we need to convert a given fraction into percentage. So 12%, we have converted 3 by 25 into percentage as 12%. Let us see another subtopic, how to convert a decimal into a percentage. If decimal is given to you, decimal number is given to you, then how to convert it into a percentage? Let us see. For example, 0.44, this is the decimal number, this is the decimal notation. Then how to convert it into a percentage? First of all, you need to convert it into fraction, that will be 44 over 100. It will be 44 over 100 into 100 percentage, because we need to get converted into percentage. So answer will be 44%. So 0.44 will be equal to 44%. Now vice versa, that is converting a percentage into a decimal. How will you proceed? For example, 36%, we need to convert it into decimal. Then simply what you will do, convert it into fraction, that will be 36 over 100. That is 100% sign is written, so denominator will be 100. So 36 over 100, that will be equal to 0.36. This is the decimal notation of 36%. Now coming to this topic, converting a ratio into a percentage. How to convert a given ratio into a percentage? This is the ratio, 1:4 is given to you and you need to convert into percentage. 1:4, it will be written like this: 1/1:4, 1/4. Then we need to convert it into percentage, then it will be multiplied by like this: 1/4 into 100%, so it will be 25%. First of all, convert this ratio into fraction, that will be 1/4. 1/4 into 100%, that will give you 25%. Now let us see the opposite case, vice versa, converting a percentage into a fraction. Let us see the example. This is the percentage given to you. 28% is given to you, and you need to convert it into ratio. 28%. So percent as a percentage. If percentage is given to you, denominator will be 100. So it will be 28/100. Convert it into standard notation. After cancelling out, you will be getting 7/25, and then simply put 7/25. Ratio sign will be placed in between 7/25. So this will be the answer. So 28% is equal to 7/25. Now, how to express one quantity as percentage of the other quantity? This is the another subtopic. If one quantity is given to you, then how can you express that as percentage of the other quantity? Basically, this is the formula: percentage is equal to one quantity over other quantity into 100%. Simple as this. Let us see an example. Express 150 grams as a percentage of 6 kilograms. First of all, I need to use this formula. Percentage is equal to one quantity over other quantity into 100%. But you need to find out which should be the denominator and which one will be the numerator. So as we need to express 150 grams as a percentage of 6 kilograms, so 150 will be the 150 grams should be the numerator and 6 kilogram should be the denominator, because we need to express 150 grams as a percentage of 6 kilograms. 6 kilogram is the whole quantity or whole thing given to you, and we need to express 150 grams as percentage of 6 kilogram. So we will be doing like this, and I told you that to compare the two quantities we need to make the ratio same. So 6 kilogram is being converted into grams, or you can convert 150 grams into 6 kilo unit of kilogram. That is, you can do here. I have converted 6 kilogram into grams. You can also convert 150 grams into kilograms. So 6 kilogram is equal to 6 into 1000 grams. That will be 6000 grams. The required percentage is 150 over 6000 into 100%. That will give you 15 over 6%. That is given by 5/2%. So what we have done, 150 over 6000 into 100%. That will give you 15 over 6%. And finally, after cancelling out, you will be getting 5/2% and then 2.5%. So if you need to express one quantity as percentage of another quantity, then you need to use the formula. This is the formula you are supposed to use. Percentage is equal to one quantity over other quantity into 100%. And if you need to, let us see with the help of an example. We have seen with the help of an example also. Express 150 grams as a percentage of 6 kilograms. It will be, first of all, we need to convert or make the unit same. So 6 kilogram is being converted into grams. So it will be 6 into 1000 grams. That is 6000 grams. Then required ratio will be 150 over 6000 into 100%. That will give you 15 over 6%. That is equal to 5/2% and then 2.5%. I hope it is clear how to express one quantity as percentage of other quantity. Then coming to next topic, find the percentage increase or decrease. If we need to find the percentage increase or decrease, how we will proceed? Let us see with the help of an example. For example, the price of a scooter was rupees 34,000 last year, and this year its price is, it was 34,000 last year, and this year the price is 40,800. We need to calculate the percentage increase or decrease, and we have seen that the price has increased from 34,000 to 40,800. Then original price was 34,000. Increase in price, what we have done, we have subtracted the original price from the final price. So 40,800 minus 34,000 will give you 6,800. So this is the increase in price. And then, so the formula will be percentage increase, as we are supposed to find out the percentage increase. So it will be increase in value over original value into 100%. So we have calculated, or we have seen, the price has increased from 34,000 to 40,800. So we have calculated the increase in value after subtracting the two, and we got 6,800. And after subtracting the two, we got 6,800. And the original price or the original value was 34,000. So putting the values in the formula, increase in value, that is 6,800, over original value, that was 34,000, into 100%, that will give you 20% as your answer. So this is the answer, 20%. So we have seen that percentage increase is 20%. I am repeating it. The price of a scooter was 34,000 last year, and it has been increased to 40,800. So what we have done, we have calculated the increase in value after subtracting 34,000 from 40,800, and we got 6,800, and the original value was 34,000. So we have put the values in the formula, and we got this result as 20%. Now let us see the percentage decrease formula. Decrease in value over original value into 100%. If we need to find out the percentage decrease, then we will be using this formula, that is decrease in value over original value into 100%. So mainly these are the formulas which you need to remember. This is one of the formula to find the percentage decrease, that is decrease in value over original value into 100%. And this is the another formula, that is percentage increase formula, increase in value over original value into 100%. So coming to the homework part. Homework from NCERT book I am assigning you. You are supposed to complete question 1 to question 5 of chapter 8 comparing quantities in your homework notebook. So what we have learnt today? We have learnt more in detail about percentage, like the word percent means per 100 or out of 100. And we have learned that percentage is basically a special fraction in which the denominator is always 100, or we can say that percentage is the numerator of a fraction with denominator 100. Then we have seen how to convert a percentage into a fraction and vice versa, that is converting a fraction into a percentage. Then we have also learned how to convert a decimal into percentage, converting a percentage into decimal, then converting a ratio into percentage, or converting a percentage into ratio. Then we have seen how to express one quantity as percentage of the other quantity. And then lastly, we have learned how to find the percentage increase or decrease. So children, using those concepts, using the concepts which I have taught you in this lecture, you are supposed to solve question 1 to question 5 of chapter 8 exercise 8.1. I hope you will be able to do all these questions. Thank you so much.